The first thing that I would say is that a great social media pro is responsible for strategy. Now, you may never have written your organization's or your department's social media strategy before, but I'm working with lots of public sector professionals who are keen and eager to actually take on that task. The reason that they are is twofold. Number one, they want to gain the skill set of understanding social media strategy and not just doing social media for social media's sake. The second reason is that they're keen to progress up their career ladder. It's not enough right now, if you are ambitious, to just understand how to post on social media, how to use the features. You really want to lean into your critical thinking and have that strategic oversight of why we apply specific social media tactics to specific channels. So a great social media pro will be very keen and will action a social media strategy. The second characteristic that I would say is a fondness and a respect for insights. And I have a show coming up this month on the whole topic of data insights. And you really will be keen to understand what those insights are doing and giving you in terms of social media insight. Because guess what? All of the answers to all of your social media questions are deep in that data. And so when a social media pro is savvy, they are looking into the data and they are taking out and interpreting all of the stories that the data is telling us, and then they are putting it into their plan. They're also influencing up to their senior line manager and sharing the data with them. So that's number two when it comes to insights and data. Number three, another characteristic of a great social media pro is they are a social media influencer within their own organization. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't mean that they're raising their profile publicly and gaining all these likes and all these Instagram followers. What I mean is that they are gaining traction and influencing among their peers internally within the organization. They are impressing on the importance and why social media should be prioritized based on the strategy that they've done, based on the data that they've gleaned from their insights. And so they're very much listened to, but they're also heard, and then their calls to action are responded to. So perhaps that is you. So finally, and number four, another great characteristic of a social media pro that is highly savvy is somebody that has a true vision for content that aligns with public need. I had a conversation this week at work, and time is always a problem for public sector professionals, especially in small teams when social media isn't their only job. And the kind of pushback that I got was, you know, content is great and planning content is great, but we just don't have time. We operate in the moment and in the now. But a savvy social media pro will not act like that. They will understand that planning and forward planning your content and understanding where the public are right now by doing social listening is the way forward in terms of developing a social media plan that gets you results.